Hi folks, welcome back. Let's proceed with step 11, shall we? So if you don't know yet, we are creating a form. That's what the title suggests, which is in turn written by you. Do they think we are dumb? They might be right. Who knows? So in our body, in the HTML code's body, insert a form with an action attribute targeting the link as shown in the screen. What does action attribute do? The action attribute specifies where to send the form data when a form is submitted. So when user types all the information in our form, it goes straight to the given link. Step 12. Now we need to use method attribute, which specifies how to send the data of our form to the URL given in the action attribute. If the data consists of URL parameters, then use getRequest. If the data in the request body like ours, use postRequest. So let's set our method attribute to send our users form data via postRequest. Step 13. Our form gonna have 3 distinct sections, so let's add 3 field set elements with our form element. Notice how these field sets have their own borders and are visible. Step 14. So our very first field set will hold users' name, email, and password fields. For that, we need to add 4 label elements within our first field set. Step 15. Add these given texts to each label elements. Step 16. As you can see in the first field set, all the fields are on the same line, because label elements are inline by default. To make them appear on separate lines one after the other, we gotta change its display to block in CSS file. Then we also need to set its margin to 0.5 rem0. Rem stand for root M. Using the rem unit allows for a more scalable and flexible way to size elements on a page, because if you change the font size of the root element, all elements sized with the rem unit will be updated automatically to maintain their relative size. In easy terms, we want our fonts to be sized the way we want, instead of the way the different browsers wants. Step 17. Nest an input element within each label. This input element gonna create a space for users to input their data. After each statement's colon, include a space and then add input element, or else it's gonna stick close to the text, which ain't gonna look cool. But make sure it's within the label element. Step 18. Okay, for easy access, we gotta link both label and input elements together. For label elements use for attribute, and for input elements, it's gonna be ID attribute. And the values for each gonna be first name, last name, email, and new password. Step 19. It's the time to set the type attribute of each input element. It's important to set type so that the browser knows what type of data to expect, or else it'll just set it to default, which is text type. Setting type have some functions like if we want users to type email, it only accepts emails with an @ and a dot in the domain. The password type obscures the input by displaying it using asterisk, or dots, or hashtags, and warns users if the site does not use HTTPS. So let's set first 2 input types as text, email for emails input, and password for password input. Step 20. For now, let's just place a submit button at the bottom of all field sets. We just need to add an input element with the type attribute set to submit and the value attribute set to submit with capitalized S. You will notice a functioning submit button. Alright folks, that's all for today. Hope you guys like, share, comment on my videos. Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any updates. Stay tuned for further steps and chapters, and I'll catch you all in the next one.